like to make things? I do too. Hi, I'm Laura and this is Upcycle Friday Fun with Laura. And today I'm showing you my workshop. This is a very special place for me because I can come here and use lots of things like in the boxes behind me to make pieces of art or make something as a gift for someone or something useful for the house. Back in these boxes I have things like keys and moss and old clocks, clock parts, and rope, string, game pieces, you name it. I like to collect it. So some of the things that I will collect to make different things out of to upcycle is like pieces of wood. And let's see, here's an old tattered book. It's a science book, but it has these interesting illustrations in it that I could use to make something different, to make an art piece. And then there's some more unusual things that I have, like this. I bet you probably don't know what this is. This has two springs on it. See? Boing, boing. And it goes into a chair seat. And then you have all of your fluffy cushion material on tops. But when you sit on the chair, it makes it more comfortable because it springs up and down as you sit on it. What about this? I think it's part of a speaker, but it really doesn't matter what it was before because I'm going to make it into something new. But it does kind of remind me of an eyeball. I wonder if I'll use it for something like that or something else. Who knows, but that's for another day. Today, as part of our Upcycle Friday fun, we are going to make a craft that can become something that you can use your imagination as a toy. And so we're going to make some chickens. So what you'll need for this is pretty easy. I think it's things that you might already have around your house, or maybe you can collect and come back and do this later. But we need an egg carton. I just picked this one because it's already yellow, but it could be any color. You could also paint it if you wanted to. We're also going to need a box. It's something around this size. It doesn't have to be exactly this. It could be totally square or a rectangle. And we're going to cut this apart, and this is going to be our chick house. And then finally, a magazine. Make sure that this is one that you're going to recycle and you're not using one that someone is still reading. That might not be very good. But what we can do is cut strips of this and use it as the nesting material for our chicken house. And then you can look around. You could use, this is a roll of felt that I just happen to have, or you could use construction paper or even regular paper that you decorate with markers to make like the beak and the other parts of the chicken. So let's get started. I'm looking forward to making something with you today. Okay, let's get started and make our chicken. So this is my egg carton that we looked at before. And something that I've realized is it's good to cut from the end piece. And we're going to need to trim off all these uneven edges so that our chicken sits better together. So you're basically going to cut from here around, right? You're going to trim all of that off. And when you're finished, then you're going to have something like this. Now, it's not perfect, but it's kind of flat so that when I glue these two pieces together, they fit together better as a chicken. And we're also, this is two pieces, and we're also going to cut a third one out, and this will be a chicken like it's down in the nest. I just wanted to show you two different ways to do it. So we're going to put this one over here for now. And for this one, I'm going to glue this together using a tool called a hot glue gun. And this is where you really need a grown-up's help. You can also use school glue. It just takes a little longer to dry. And I know that wouldn't be fun watching it dry. So we're just going to squirt a little glue all the way around here. And we're going to put these two edges together to make our chicken. Let's see, what's the best way? Yeah, that looks pretty good, right? And we can always go back and clean it up later if we want to. So So that's going to dry. Oops, we got some strings. And then we also have, I had said you could use felt, which you can, but I didn't have any yellow, but I did find some yellow construction paper. So the next thing we're going to do for our chickens is make the wings and the tail feathers. So this will be the bottom of it, and I'm just going to kind of draw this so you can see it. We're just going to go up and around and up and around. And then let's make this one taller, make it a little fun. So that's the tail feather. And then for the wings, I think we could do something like a half circle. And then 1, 2, 3. And we'll do 2 of those, but I'm going to use this one to trace the other one, I guess. So let me cut the tail feather out. I'm going to cut right inside that line to make sure that my pin doesn't show. Scissors are great. They have so many things that you can use them on to make little fun toys and crafts. We just have to make sure that we are watching those sharp blades. Okay, so that's going to be our tail. Maybe there. See, look. Beep, beep. And then, I wonder if I can see this through the other, nope. Maybe I'll just have to draw another one, I don't know. This is something you can do to help make it easier. You cut it into a smaller piece. And you just go through, cut all the way around. Cut our little chicken wings. These would be fun too. You could actually take markers or a pencil and draw in feathers, actual feathers. Okay. So now I'm going to take this one and just kind of use it to trace around and make my other chicken feather. Not very good, but it's okay. I think it'll work. Let me take this off of here. Kind of, sort of, maybe the same. Yeah, pretty close. Okay, back to gluing. Put some glue on the back end. And what's the, I think I'll use that side because it's the messiest. And we'll just put that on there like that. And the wings, let's see. Do we do them like, ooh, they're kind of big. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So see, I just discovered that. What I'm going to do is just make a little fold like that. And put some glue on that little flap. And glue it onto the chicken. Right? There's one. Oh, I'm almost out of glue. And let's see. There's the other one. right? So there you go. Is it starting to look like a chicken? And this one, I think we'll just leave plain. Okay, so the next thing we need to do maybe is cut out a little beak. And so this one is pretty easy. We're just going to basically draw a diamond shape, cut it out and fold it in half. And let me try that again. Oops, I made a mistake. We're going to make a diamond shape. Sort of, it looks like a kite, doesn't it? And I'm going to cut this out. And then we're going to use the pen side in so you don't see it as much. And we'll fold it so that it's a little chicken beak. And we can put it on the front. Need to reload my glue gun because I'm just about out of glue. And I think I'm going to go back and just trim that up just a little bit so that doesn't show. Yeah, that looks better, doesn't it? Okay. We're going to attach the bottom half, the bigger part of the kite that we talked about to the chicken. There. That's really starting to look like a chicken. This is cool. So next we need some eyes. If you are lucky and have Google eyes, that would be great. But I am just going to look through my markers. I think I'm just going to make them, should I just make them black? I think that'll work. Let's see. So here's the center of the beak. I'm just going to make a little dot here and a little dot here. There. Now I'm going to have one last, see how that sits there like that? That's cool. I'm actually going to, in my buttons box, I found this cool, pretty big brown button. And I just want to help him sit a little bit. So I'm going to put some glue on the bottom. And then stick him on that button so that he'll sit. And there you go. There we have this chicken. Your other chicken, we'll do the same thing. We'll just take some of this construction paper and make another beak. And his is going to go a little higher. So I'm going to put some glue right here. This little tabby. And put it right here. There. That's just amazing. That already looks like a chicken just by doing that. And then I'll take my black marker and I'll make a couple of eyes for him too. You know, we could dress him up a little by putting something on his head. So let me just draw something real quick. Maybe we could go, we'll make him a tail, just like the other one. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh, that looks so much better. Okay, so let me put some glue on this. Oh, where's my glue gun? or glue stick. There we go. We're just gonna put some glue on this. And stick that to the back. Ta-da! So we have 2 different kinds of chickens. Aren't they cute? All right, so the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna put these chickens away. Now let's make our chicken house. So I have this box here, right? And what's fun is these boxes, you can take them apart. You gotta go through and find where they put the box together and carefully open it up so that you have this clean on the inside. And then when we're gonna fold it in this way so you can draw on the outside. So what we're going to do is, let me draw it for you real quick. We're going to take the box. Here's the box, right? We're going to take the box and we're going to draw 2 squares. One is going to be a complete square, and the other one we're going to cut. So for this, we're going to cut 3 sides, and this one we're going to cut 4 sides out of the box, because this is where our roosting chicken is. The roosting chicken is going to go up here, and then the other chicken will sit down here. Okay, so we'll put this over here so we can see it, and I'm gonna get my ruler and just kind of go. They don't have to be the same size, really. And then we'll come over here and do the same thing. Now remember, this one we're going to cut all the way out. So we'll make 4 sides to the box. This one, we're going to fold this in, so we're only going to put a line at the top. Now you need to find something to punch a hole to get started. I just have this little tool here. It could be just about anything, but you just want to make a hole for your scissors to be able to get in. And then we're just going to cut this out. There we go. There's our first hole. Punch a little hole up here for our scissors. Yeah, I realize I made that a little messy right there, but it's okay. It'll be in the back. Okay, right? So, see how I'm folding that in? Okay. The next thing we need to do is put our box back together. What I've found helpful is if you fold everything the other way before you get it started. So see, this is going to fit back together like that, right? So we will put glue where it was before on the box. My glue gun is squeaky. Put this together. Now again, if you're using schooled glue, this is going to take a little while to dry. Right? We're going to put the top back together again. like this. Okay. And we can put the bottom together too. I think I'll do it this way so it hides that little flap. Okay, now our box is inside out and we have a little place, see, for our second chicken to sit. Now I think I'm going to paint mine red, but you don't have to. Now the next thing we need to do is work on the chicken's nesting material. So we'll set this aside. Now this part can be fun. If you have a paper shredder, maybe you can send it through there, which would make everything really even. Or you can use scissors to cut things apart, and the colors really don't matter. We want, you know, a variety of colors. So I'm just gonna use this part of the magazine and my scissors, if I can find them, and maybe just pick a couple of pages and go through and cut these strips. The strips don't have to be the same size. That's the fun part about this. Okay. We're going to crinkle these up and put them in our chicken box. Just like you have a bed with blankets and pillows and things to make you comfortable, our chickens also need something like that to help them feel relaxed and go to sleep. All right, now I'll just cut these from the magazine, and that's it. So we have our chicken house. Whoops, this way. Nope, this way. We have our chicken house, and we can take this paper and kind of crumble it up and put it in there. And that will be the nest for our chicken. And you can work with it and make it look more like a nest. So we'll put this chicken in the top. Right? And this little chicken in the bottom. And there you go. So you can decorate this. You can decorate the outside of the box by painting it or using markers. If you wanted to, you could add a roof to it. You could even cut 3 sides of this and just make the door come out this way. So now you have your own little chickens that you can put in their house or take out and play with. Today I'm going to show you one of the tools that I use in the workshop all the time. I have here 2 screwdrivers, a screw gun, a bit, and a screw. Now these are the same, they're both screwdrivers, but one has 4 edges like a plus sign and one is flat. This is called a Phillips screwdriver and this is called a flat screwdriver. If I were to use this to try to push this into the wood, it would be really hard to do. But if I'm taking something out, it's a lot easier with this kind of tool. But today, what I want to show you is the screw gun. Watch this. So what we're going to do is take our bit, which also has a flat head and a Phillips head. And because my screw is Phillips, I'm going to use this end. So I'm just going to tighten this up. Right, so now it's nice and tight. See how it moves? I'm going to take this screw and put it into the piece of wood then look, I can screw it right in. And this is a reverse button. This is a forward button. If I hit it in reverse, I put it back in there and I can take the screw back out. Let's look at it from a different angle. So I'll put the screw in, hold it onto the wood. Wow, look at that. It went all the way in. Now, like I said, I could use a screwdriver to take it out. See how that works? Or I can use my screw gun again and make it go backwards. Put it on here and pull it right back out. So you can just imagine all of the different wood projects that you can make and using simple tools like the screw gun and screwdrivers. So here's my finished chicken coop. I painted it red, and then I took a white paint marker and just made a little bit of design to make it a little bit more fun. And it's so great that my little chicks now have a home. Take them out and play with them, and then we can put them back in their nest. So that was fun, and I hope you had fun too. Don't forget, you can go to WPSU.org/virtual summer camps, and you can find more videos and more things to do. Thanks, and I'll see you soon.